Hey guys, so I wanted to do a video going into how I deal with the double sleeve guard. It's one of the most common guards in jiu-jitsu, so it's really important to know how to pass. Before I get into the details, if you guys like the content, please like the video and also click the bell button because YouTube doesn't work like it used to. So if you guys want to get updates on the videos, clicking the bell button will keep you updated. All right guys, let's go. So there's two parts of fighting the double sleeve. One is kind of prevention, and the second one is to deal with the two situations, which will be the leg past the body and the spider hook. Okay, so first let's look at prevention a little bit. So when people go to double sleeve, usually it's going to come from a lasso first. So if I step into his guard and I have the lapel here with my right hand, he's going to have this lasso. Once he has this lasso, I got to be a bit, if I want to avoid the double sleeve, I got to be a bit careful about how I go about grabbing this leg next. Because if his hand is waiting here to grab this and I just grab very haphazardly, he could just break the grip now, and now I'm kind of in double sleeve and it's a little bit extra to pass. Or he could put the spider hook in as well, okay? So if I want to avoid the double sleeve in general, one way to go about it is trying to get a hold of this ankle first, right? So as he's looking for my sleeve like this, I'm careful with this. I have my elbow and knee connected. I have the lapel here. And I'm trying to get the inside grip on this ankle. So turn this way a little bit. I'm trying to get the inside grip on this ankle. I don't want to go on top because now it's easier for his foot to loop into my bicep and get control. I want to get inside here, like with a C grip like this. This makes it really hard, even if it gets my sleeve, grab my sleeve, it's very hard to break this grip and he's out of position. From here, I can start pressing out and try to push this foot to the floor, and I kind of dip my shoulder underneath and I start going for the knee cut pass. I've done a video for this before. I'll put the link in the description. It's just about passing the lasso and collar sleeve. So that's like a really good way to threaten this position, right? So I have the lapel, I have my elbow and knee connected. I look to get this C grip, and then I'm always careful, so start looking for my sleeve, right? So I'm kind of like this, I'm back, and then I get this C grip, I push it open, try to get it to the floor, use my elbow and shoulder, dip underneath, and start going for the knee cut. And there's a lot of variations from this, which I go in that other video. However, sometimes this is just really difficult to do, or the guy's going to get double sleeve. So now we're going to discuss what to do if they get the position. So the first one we're going to look at is dealing with the spider or forcing spider before they get the leg past body. Okay, so if I grab here on the pants and he breaks the grip with the leg past body, this is probably the harder one to get out of. The spider's actually quite a bit easier. So what I'm actually going to do is, if I know that he's going to get it, or I want to just go through the position, I can grab the pants, but I can keep my elbow kind of connected. So keep your foot up like this. Yeah. So I kind of grab and I keep my elbow here, because now when he goes to the sleeve, there's no space to kick past the body because my elbow is tight. You see this? So you try to kick past the body. There's nowhere to go there, right? So I kind of keep it in tight. This kind of forces the spider hook. From here, we're going to turn it on the other side. From here, once I kind of force this spider hook, now I'm going to start rowing my elbow back, and I kind of curl my wrist like this to try to start looping this hand out. Once I loop this hand out, I can start circling to the left. If I keep walking up, I can break this grip, and now I can throw. Often, once I loop my hand out, he'll kick his leg out wide to try to reset this hand back into the lasso. Do it again. So I'll go here, and when he kicks out wide, that's when I'm going to go for this throw. To do this throw, a lot of people will go ahead and kick your leg out. They try to focus on putting their hips into it. What I want to do is, rather, I'm going to do it without even grabbing grips, keep this spider hook strong, is I want to like twist out of the way so that this hook comes off the bicep, right? So what'll happen is, we start from the beginning, right? Yeah, we're here like this. I grab here. He goes to get the foot in the bicep. I keep the elbow tight so he can't break past the body. I jam the leg circle. I start looping my hand out. When he kicks out to reset, I twist and throw. Now I pull this arm back and drop in here. I have another video called a spider guard pass that actually works. I'll put the link in the description as well. I go into this pass sequence a bit more. This video is kind of about putting all of these ideas together, okay? So forcing the spider is a really way to go about it, because most people don't have that good of a spider, and if you keep that elbow tight, it almost forces them to the position. Another option here, now if we get to the point where they actually break past the body, okay? So this one's a little bit more tricky. So go ahead and break past the body. Okay, so the first thing I like to do, I have the lapel with my right hand, is if you want to pull your arm back, you have to squat really low here. I would like to get a grip on this knee like this, but the problem is if I'm up, it's like, go ahead and let go real quick. If I'm up, my arm pulling this way is really weak. It's like a weak muscle, right? But if I can get low like this, it's easier to row the arm back, as well as I can kind of use my knee behind his hamstring to get leverage to pull my hand back to get the grip on his knee, okay? So if I'm here, go ahead and have the sleeve like this. I can go here and try to row this back and get a grip. If I can get a grip, usually I can circle my elbow in. You can keep the sleeve. right? And once I do this, now I can actually start pushing this down and start trying to dip under this lasso, and I can start working through for the pass that we did back before the guy got double sleeve. So again, I'm here like this, he breaks past the body, so I made a mistake, or I just went here. I squat, I use my knee to get this grip, try to get my elbow inside. Now I can start pushing this down. If I can't push it down, keep it kind of tight, then I can still trap it in between the leg and start doing the same kind of thing. So I have that pressure. Okay, so now another situation that'll happen here is now I'm trying to get this grip and he breaks it, right? And he's just so strong, it's really hard to get. So whenever I try this and I can't get this, then usually what I'll do is I come up and grab the lapel instead. Okay, my right hand here, I'm gonna focus on looping out of the lasso. It's very hard if he's just staying stagnantly in this position and I keep rowing my wrist up like this, almost like you're doing a curl, right? And I keep pulling here, eventually I can force him to have to respond to this. If I loop my hand out, I can break the grip. Now I can push and start to knee cut to the other side. We'll change the angle. So again, he's got the leg past the body, or like this. I'm trying to get the grip, I can't, so then I go to the lapel. From here, I'm gonna unlasso, or try to loop my hand out of this lasso. If I can get it all the way out, I can walk it up, break, now I can pummel, and start trying to go into a knee cut. This can open up into a lot of other things. The main thing is I broke the position and I'm trying to pass to the other side. Okay? Now another common thing that'll happen here though, so you break past the body, we're here, right? So I can't get this, I go to the lapel, is I'm gonna start looping out and two things will happen here. Either A, he tries that lasso kick out reset like this to reset the lasso, which is often what they'll do when you try to loop out of this, or he'll just try to put the De La Riva hook in, right? Whenever he tries to put the De La Riva hook in, go back. I always try to either turn my knee out or go ahead and put it in, or I step into his knee. The closer my leg is into the crook of his knee, the harder this hook is to put in. If I'm like this, you put your hook in, he gets a good hook, go back, lasso. So then now unlasso and go to it. See, I beat him to it, so it's hard to get that hook in. Okay, so either way, what I'm gonna do here is as I start looping out like this, when he unlassos, I'm gonna shin drop over this position here so I can get in. All right, one time. So we're here, maybe in the beginning, I try to go here, right? He gets the grip, he breaks past the body. I can't pull back to the knee, I catch the lapel. I start looping out. As he kicks out, which I know they're gonna do, I'm gonna time that kick out to shin drop over this here like this, right? Once I get here, again, scoot this way a little bit. Once I get here, again, the finishes can vary a lot. Sometimes it'll turn into a knee cut. Sometimes it's more of an X pass. He may recompose, but at a minimum, I broke the position and got us back out into a scramble, okay? We'll try that at a different angle. So again, I'm here, like this, right? I get this one, right? He gets this. I tried to go here first. Okay, he breaks past the body. I can't get the leg. I go lapel, keep the lasso. I start looping out, maybe go that way. I start looping out of the lasso. As he kicks out to reset, I shin drop here and start to work out to the side to try to pass, okay? So again, like when I show these series, I like to show a lot of techniques at once because you kind of have to see how they all fit together, right? If I just give you one technique and you try to master it first before learning the next one, the problem is he may not give the appropriate response to be able to do that technique. So it's more important that in the beginning, you see the structure of how all these techniques fit together, and then you can over time start to kind of piece it all together at once, okay? Of course, there's more options you can do in double sleeve for passing, but that system is like one I use, and double sleeve is one of my favorite guards, and I use this all the time at my gym, so I feel like it's a very, very highly effective system for passing that position. If you guys have any requests for future techniques or future systems, please comment and let me know. I'm gonna be doing a video soon on the leg hug De La Riva as well as stack passing. Thanks a lot, guys.